Hello everyone, my name is Christy. I am the Twisted Elemental. I'm coming to you today to do a Mercury Retrograde reading. Mercury went retrograde in Taurus on April 21st, which was the day after the eclipse. And it's going to stay retrograde until May 14th. Now, Mercury in retrograde, people have lots of strong opinions about this. A lot of people blame everything in their life on Mercury retrograde. Because Mercury is the planet of communication, so we do have a lot of communication issues. There'll be electronic issues, verbal communication issues. This can be with yourself, with your family, with your loved ones, with work partners, however this really goes into your life. But the cool thing about Mercury retrograde is it brings up stuff that we need to deal with. It brings people back from your past that you might have stuff you need to release or repair with them. And all kinds of different relationships in our life. So the things that are happening during this period are not meant to, cause you aggravation per se, but they are meant to show you what you need to deal with and work with right now. So we're going to ask what needs to be reviewed right now, what needs to be repaired in our lives right now, and what needs to be released in our lives right now going forward, so that when Mercury does go direct, we can jump ahead in our lives. Okay, I have already laid the cards out here because I wanted to save some time. I didn't feel like you guys needed to watch me shuffle for half an hour. So let's just get to the reading. All right, this is what needs to be reviewed. Okay, we have Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcomes. Ooh. This is the Two of Cups here. Falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Forgiveness and the endings of challenges. Exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love. We have this Coming Together card. And then Frog's Return, number 20. Building dreams, determination, and cooperation. So this is what needs to be reviewed. First of all, what I'm noticing here is a lot of twos. This really talks to me about couples and partnerships, or things that are being reviewed right now. We have this Winter's End, which is really fitting because we are coming into spring right now. It says regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcomes. So this is really about reviewing how far we've come, like the things that we've put to bed with the winter and that new growth. What's this new growth we're working towards for the spring? These positive outcomes we want. We need to review where we've been and where we're going and where we're at currently. So regeneration and rebirth. What have you been regenerating and rebirthing into your life? Spring is about birth. So this is a really important time to be birthing things into our lives. But this is, for me, it really talks about, with this review, it really talks about where we've been and where we're going. Interesting. This Two of Cups. Falling in love and the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Forgiveness and the ending of challenges. Exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love. So where in your life do you have love relationships that you need to be reviewed right now? This talks about falling in love or a resurgence of love. Has someone come back into your life? And you need to take stock and review how far you've come, where you've been, what's happened. It talks of forgiveness also. Where in your life, what relationships in your life are requiring forgiveness right now? And, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. Like, not carrying around resentments and hardships. So when you are able to forgive somebody, that doesn't mean you forget what they did. It doesn't mean you excuse people's bad behaviors. It means you forgive for yourself, so you don't carry around that negative energy. So this is a time where we're supposed to be reviewing where we've come from, how far we've gone, what we're looking to come into our life. Like, basically, like taking stock of where we're at in our love relationships, our partnerships. This can even be with work. You have a work partnership with somebody. Is there forgiveness? that needs to be exchanged there? How are you exchanging your gifts with these people you have relationships? Is there an exchange of gifts, or is just one person giving and one's not? It talks about not giving up on the people you love. This could be coming up for you right now. People that you love could seem like they're testing your patience. It's really taking stock of, even make a list of the things you like or don't like about a person. See which side's longer. Really take stock on who you allow into your life and who you're having partnerships with. This coming together. So we're reviewing about coming together with people. Have you recently come together with somebody? What have you come together with somebody in the past? Are you looking to come together with somebody in the future? Reviewing where that's at, what you need to do to come together with somebody. Like, we can sit there all day long and look at somebody else and say, well, we're not coming together because this person does this or they're not doing that. Those are reflections. Those are mirrors into your life. What are you not doing to make something come together? Or what do you need to do to make something come together? Building dreams, determination, and cooperation. Where are your dreams right now? What are your dreams? Where are you in them? How's your determination towards them? Are you receiving cooperation? I don't know what that word was. Sorry about that. From partnerships in your life. Are the partnerships in your life building your dreams, or do you feel like they're stagnant? Let's get this here. Do a little clarifying here. This winter's end, this regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. What else can you tell us about this, Spirit? Ooh. It's the King of Swords in reverse. So this is air energy here. The King of Swords in reverse is usually, it's something about where in your, it has to do with dishonesty, but it can also do with even meanness, mean words, mean-spiritedness. Somebody not being logical in their life. This can also be something about another person. Like we're talking about where the winter's end, we're looking back over, where we've come and where we're at. Is there somebody in your life who's not being positive, who's not being honest with you? Or is this you? The Three of Stars under here, this talks about building with others. Is there some place in your life where you're not building with others, or you refuse to, or somebody's not coming forward to build with you? What's that? What's this King of Swords in reverse? The Wanderer. Where have you not been taking risks in your life? Where have you not been honest with yourself and not been taking risks in your own life? What do you need to regenerate? What do you need to rebirth? If you're expecting positive outcomes and you're not having them, where have you been responsible for not having positive outcomes? Do you need to be more of the wanderer? Do you need to explore the universe a little bit more? Explore your place within the universe. Where are you being dishonest with yourself? Where are you not standing up for yourself? Interesting. This Two of Cups, for what we're reviewing, what is this? Ooh, 7 swords and 8 swords. Well, that shows progression with the Emperor on the bottom. So this talks of the 7 of swords with the 8 of swords. So it talks of, this is my liar, cheater, stealer card. This is like untruths and then being in your head. Like a self-made prison of the mind from untruths. Falling in love and the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness and the endings of challenges, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love. Where have you been possibly not giving up on people in your life that you love, where you maybe should have, where they weren't being honest with you? Where in your life are you lying to yourself and keeping yourself in a prison about your love relationships, possibly with an Emperor, or you are the Emperor here? We have underneath the Emperor, we have the 7 of Wands, standing up and doing what's right for yourself. Are there places in your life where you've created a prison in your mind because you've lied to yourself about what this is for you? Either the person that you were trying to do it with, or in the past, where you thought this was a Two of Cups relationship. I mean, a Two of Cups relationship is about loving somebody the same. Like how you love somebody else is how they love you. It's a soul mate connection, a divine connection. Are you lying to yourself about a divine connection? Like that something is a divine connection when it's not, or that something's not a divine connection and it is? I mean, the Emperor here talks about the Emperor in this energy, that 7 of swords with the 8 of swords, is not an effective leader. The Emperor is all about being a leader, about running your own life. The Emperor's in charge of, himself and, other people. He's usually a boss. He's usually in charge, runs his own life. But not in this energy. With that 7 of Wands into there, this talks about standing up and running your own life, reviewing in your life where things are lies, where there is deception when it comes to your relationships, whether this be romantic or work related, or wherever the relationships in your life, is there dishonesty? Is it coming from somebody else? Is it coming from within you? If you're spotting dishonesty in somebody else, that's a Two of Cups relationship in your life. It's a mirror for you to see where that is in you. This review is really about getting clear with yourself, who you are, what you want, what this looks like for you, this Two of Cups relationship, and not being in your head about it anymore. That 8 of Swords is a self-made prison. All right, this coming together, please. So this Mercury retrograde has a lot to do with our romantic relationships and professional. Anywhere we have partnerships in our life, this is really what's coming up to be reviewed. The Lovers, this coming together. This is about a choice in love. It's time to review our choices in love. The choice with the Lovers is about choosing to become the best person you can be so that the person you love, you're deserving of them. And they do the same. It's choosing to be with somebody, but being your best person to be with that person. Yeah, this Eight of Wands, this is about fast forward, passionate communication and movement forward in something. So really reviewing these relationships where there's been deception in them and this choice to come together. Like your choice. Are you still choosing the same person you chose before, or do you want something new? If you are choosing to come together with somebody, how do you move that forward? You have to make the choice within yourself, and then you let that choice be known, and you provide communication about that. What's here? Ooh, strength. Having strength in our convictions about the things we choose for love, about that coming together. Having the strength to know if you've decided that that's what's going to happen, you have to have the strength and fortitude to do it within yourself. The strength card really talks of unity. We've got that, you know, the infinity symbol here with the two hands and the infinity between them. This is like having strength in your convictions and the choice you make within love. So this, at this point in time, this is about reviewing past choices you've made with love, where you have had strength, where you maybe haven't had strength in the past. Reviewing how a coming together in your life with another soul is going for you. This is all about getting your baseline, really. All right, this building dreams, determination, and cooperation. 2 Pentacles. I have one about them here. And the Empress. So we have had, this is talking about divine partnerships. We've had the Empress and the Emperor. They're the people that make this decision, this Lover's card decision. It's the Emperor and the Empress. 2 people at their highest capacity. Excuse me. So we're talking about building dreams, determination, and cooperation. When you're talking about doing this within a union, people have to cooperate. You're building dreams together when it talks about a love relationship. Having the determination to do that, to build those dreams and cooperate with somebody else, requires you to be in a very balanced place. Are you balanced right now? How are you juggling the things in your life? The Empress is a very balanced energy, and underneath that I have Temperance also, which talks of another balanced energy. So this is really, where in your life are you not balanced? Where are you balanced? Like, if you're going to cooperate with others, if that's really, and this is talking about, this is what we're reviewing here. Where are you balanced within yourself? Are you in this Empress energy? Wow. Interesting. All right. Let's move on. All right. What needs to be repaired in our life here? Oh, liberation. Breaking free from a negative attachment. Ooh. Interesting. That's 25. That's also a 7. Interesting. This card is 16. It breaks down. The Winter's End breaks down to a 7. 7s are important here. 7, it's a very divine number. That's interesting. Liberation. Ooh, 8 of Cups. The need to move on. Seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. A spiritual quest, choosing to make a big life changes. A change in priorities, leaving home. Wow. Spirit just amazes me. I mean, so it's a very clear review about where we're at in our relationships, in our love relationships, our work relationships, anywhere there are partnerships in our life. Now we're repairing our liberation and our walking away from emotional unfulfillment. We have this confront here. This person's looking through like a portal, and it looks like they're confronting a smaller version of themselves, maybe their inner child. That's interesting. We have this 8, butterfly clan, mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. So these are what we're reviewing. Interesting. This liberation, breaking free from negative attachments. Where in our life have we been negatively attached to something? Is it a person, a place, a thing, a substance? This is really about where we're at in providing ourselves liberation from those attachments. Where are we still attached? Are there still, like, when we're dealing with our shadow sides, which, you know, talk of these negative attachments, it's like layers of an onion. You go in and you deal with something, and you have to, it's like you have to deal with attachments on top of other attachments in order to get to those other attachments. I don't know if that makes sense, if I'm explaining it correctly. It's like that onion. You peel back the layers and you deal with one layer, which once it's dealt with reveals another layer underneath. So sometimes it might feel like you're doing circles, like you're constantly having to deal with the same issue, but it's not a circle. It's a spiral. We come back to those issues over and over, and that's definitely what happens in a Mercury retrograde, but it's to deal with a new layer of it. So where in your life have you been trying to liberate yourself from attachments, but maybe there's still some attachments lingering towards that? During this time period, that's what's going to come up, is to repair those attachments within yourself. Like, where is there something you haven't completely let go of that needs to be let go of? It's time to repair that. It's time to work on completely letting go. Is there something in your life that you weren't prepared to let go of that you have nonetheless emotionally retreated from? It's time to repair that. That's when you bring it up, look at it. Is it something that you want to repair, or is it something that just needs to be completely released? This is very much talking about walking away from emotional unfulfillment. The 8 of Cups here, that is walking away from emotional unfulfillment back into your wish fulfillment. That's what she's walking towards. There's this dog looking back here. That's interesting. Dogs speak of loyalty. This dog is looking back like, stupid. So this is about seeking more from life than what you experience, a spiritual quest. So if you are unfulfilled in your life and you're walking away from things that are emotionally unfulfilling, it is very much a spiritual quest. It's a spiritual quest. You bring fulfillment into your life. This is a big change in somebody's life. A walking away from things that are emotionally unfulfilling is huge. Those are these attachments here. Where in your life do you have attachments to other people, places, things, substances that are hindering you, that are emotionally unfulfilling? This is about seeking more. And your priorities. Change in priorities. Interesting. This confront here is really looking to me like if this is about confronting your inner child, like your these attachments, this that you're needing to review or repair here within yourself, the negative attachments you need to walk away from. The negative attachments exist because of trauma from your childhood. This is like really confronting your inner child and your child wounds, really seeing where these things came from, how your attachment style comes from your childhood, what you learned, saw, experienced during your childhood is absolutely how you connect with people now. Where might that have been where has that caused problems in your life? Really looking within, looking at your inner child. Why do you do the things you do? Why do you feel the way you feel? Confronting that within you. And doing all of this, repairing this, gives you that mental clarity, like really being clear. 8s talk of abundance. This is about mental abundance, beauty in your thought, that awakening energy, waking up to who you really are, what brings you happiness and joy in your life. Really getting clarity on that. When you confront your inner wounds here, your shadow side, that brings you that clarity. This is quite lovely. All right. What's this liberation? These negative attachments. What are we liberating ourselves from? Oh, the new moon and the Queen of Wands with the Four of Wands. So we could be liberating ourselves from an actual person here. This Queen of Wands. This is fire sign energy. Queen of Wands can be someone who's very attractive, somebody who's very sexy. So this is either about another person who you find very attractive, maybe somebody that you've tried to manifest. We have the new moon here. So if you tried to manifest a Queen of Wands like energy into your life, that's somebody who's very attractive, someone you're very sexually attracted to, someone who has a good sense of humor, you know, someone who could be on the sarcastic side, but not mean. If the Queen of Wands here is in the upright, it's not someone who's mean. Or have you tried to manifest these qualities within yourself? This is about liberating yourself from that. Like if you have been trying to bring this energy into your life, maybe that's not a natural setting for you to be in, is the Queen of Wands energy. You might have manifested that and thought, well, I want to be more sexy. I want to be more outgoing. I want to stand out more. But is that desire to do that, if you're constantly saying, I want to be more like that, it's really cementing the things that aren't that within your life. If you focus on what you don't have all the time, that's, you bring more of what you don't have. So liberating yourself from those, you know, attachments to that type of person that you were maybe were trying to be. But if this is about somebody else that you've manifested into your life, in that Queen of Wands energy, is that not working out for you? Do you need to liberate yourself from attachment to a Queen of Wands energy? This could be talking about this new moon. You know, on the new moon, it's talking about manifesting something new into your life and help liberate yourself from the old attachment. Interesting. I have the Four of Wands. This could be somebody you're married to, by the way. We have this Queen of Wands with the Four of Wands. That's, you know, the happy home card. That's talks of higher unions. You have, this could be about liberating yourself from a marriage that you've been in, or somebody that you've been living with, or a relationship that you've been in. And it could be, you know, someone with that fire sign energy. Who in your life do you have attachments to that might be, and there's a lot of wand energy. Can this be a sexual attachment in your life? I have the Five of Cups here that talks about heartbreak. This was somebody from your past. Say you're divorced now, and you know you were married to a Queen of Wands energy. And this is Queen of Wands. It doesn't have to be a female. This can be man or woman. We all are in and out of all of the energetic signs here, but also within the male and female energy within all of us. This is about if you were, you know, living together or married or whatever it was with someone in this Queen of Wands energy who, you know, it was somebody very much in the past that you had manifested, that you wanted this. If it's not working now, this is about releasing your negative attachments to that. Interesting. Okay, this Eight of Cups is moving away from emotional unfulfillment. Well, we've got the full moon, 3 moons, 2 of swords, and 2, ooh, lots of 2s here. 2 moons, 3 moons. That talks of progression. 2 swords. This full moons talk about releasing. We're talking about walking away from emotional unfulfillment. This is where we're repairing things for ourselves. If we've walked away from emotional unfulfillment, we're releasing that energy, but you're still in your head about it. That 2 swords is a block. This is a block about building a new life here. We've got the 2 of swords and the 2 of cups. It's like indecision. It's a block. It's not, you're not fully releasing. If you've walked away from something that is emotionally unfulfilling, you have to keep walking. This is like somebody knows they need to do it, but they've stopped short. There's some sort of block here. Coming into balance within self, walking away from this emotional unfulfillment, releasing the energy towards it is going to release this block and help you come into balance. And that's what's going to let you build something new with somebody else, or even just for yourself. Yeah, we've got the star underneath here. That's like that wish fulfillment energy, healing of self, so that your wishes can come to you. Wow. Okay, confront spirit. What are these things we're confronting? Oh, that's a lot. The Hierophant in reverse. Interesting with the Emperor. And the 3 of Wands. That's interesting. The Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in itself kind of talks of, this is like my God card, but this can also be like dogmatic structure, religious structure. This could be like conformity to things. This is really talking about something out of the box, something unconforming. This can talk of the dissolution of a marriage also, needing to confront maybe things like that. But this is like really confronting about where you don't conform to societal standards. That's okay. It's a good thing to look into. Being conformist is not how you live a happy life. Where are you untraditional in your life? Why is that? Like confronting this inner child here really allows you to think about your belief systems. A lot of our beliefs that we hold throughout our lives come from things we learned in our childhood, whether we knew they were being taught to us or not, about whether the person who taught them to us knew they were teaching them to us or not. It can be a lot of fallacies or things that we watched and made inferences to as children before we were really mentally capable of being able to do that. So they're kind of like lies that we carry through life. Where are these things in you? What things did you learn as a child that are keeping you in a hierarchy type of situation in your life that is not necessarily true for you or real for you? Where do your belief systems come from? Why are they that way? Once you do that, you have this Emperor energy here with the 3 of Swords underneath, really talking about releasing heartbreak from the past through how our thought processes work, where we learn the things we learn. What do we truly believe? Where are we nonconformist in our life? See this path here, the 3 of Wands here is about waiting for your shifts to come in, but this is talking about a whole new path here. When we confront our beliefs and where they came from and what we really believe, maybe not conforming to those things we learned in childhood, that brings us into that Emperor energy where we can really control our own life because we know who we are and what we want. And that path opens up. There's a whole new path for you here. Wow. All right, this mental clarity, awakening, beauty. This is that beautiful, butterflies are talking about transformation. This receiving this mental clarity and the awakening to the beauty in your life is really transforming for you. Eights are about abundance also. Okay. Ooh, Temperance. The Page of Wands. 10 moons. 10 pentacles here. So, mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. Like, this temperance, really becoming balanced in life. Having patience and receiving this mental clarity helps you figure out what you want. This Page of Wands is... Pages are messages, but they're also like the Page of Wands is about that. What gives you that fire in your belly? What is that? Like mental clarity and a waking up to the beauty in your life. What gives you a fire in your belly? That awakening, you're awakening to what is within you. Like this is about your purpose. Something about that, what gives you that spark to live life. Really becoming clear about what that is, awakening to this by reviewing these things. How, and specifically, I really believe this is important, like confronting that inner child about your belief systems is going to help open you up to mental clarity and the beauty within you for that spark that you have passion for. This 10, and whatever this is, it brings you lots of abundance. This 10 moons, that's 10 pentacles. It talks of the legacy, what you leave behind. This is also the King of Pentacles here, which is a very balanced and stable energy. Like receiving this clarity about what's beauty, about the beauty in your life, about what makes you beautiful, about what you want. Getting that spark to go towards that really brings you into this King of Pentacles energy. King of Pentacles is a boss. You can be a good husband, a good father, but he's balanced of heart and mind, stable, secure. This 10 Pentacles, he really knows how to stack his coins. This is about talking about really going within and what brings you that spark, because that's what you're meant to be doing with your life. That's how you're meant to be stacking your coins. That's beautiful. Wow. This is really about taking your power back. This what you're repairing in your life is your ability to be in control and have your own power about what you believe, what you're meant to be doing for a living, where your energy is meant to go to, and what brings you fulfillment, and really releasing those things that do not bring those things to you. But the first step is always figuring out what those things are. If you don't know, then how do you know what to release? Wow. Okay. What are we meant to release here? Ooh, loss. Grief, sadness, resurrection. We're meant to be releasing our loss. Again, a card of 20. This is very much about partnerships and love and our joy in life. We have the 6 of Cups. Ooh. Children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child. Spirit is just lovely. The return of people or romances from your past. Romanticizing how things used to be. Remember, this is what we're releasing. Wow. We have this lead card. This for very much is Emperor energy to me. Like standing up and leading your own life. Are there fears surrounding leading your own life? Have you tried, in the past, did you try and lead your own life somewhere and it turned into utter failure? There's something about being a leader here that you need to release. And I don't think it's about being a leader. I think it's about an idea about being a leader. This is very much about leading your own life. This guy has a plan. Interesting. And then what are we releasing? Release. This 6 here. This is beautiful. Cleansing, release, and healing. This is really about healing yourself here, so you can go forward and be the leader you are meant to be. Wow. So we're releasing this loss from our past. And this is very much loss from the past here. So our grief, our sadness, where have things in our life gone wrong? Where have love relationships not turned out correctly? Any partnership, a work partnership, a love partnership. It's time to release the grief and loss from that. Things from the past, from your childhood, sadness from your childhood. What are the things we already talked about in what we're reviewing? We're going back and we're confronting that inner child to see where our belief systems were taught to us that maybe aren't what we really believe. Have relationships from the past where they seem to have gone round and round and round, and they always turn out the same. It seems like a cycle. It's time to release that. You know, going in and reviewing those relationships that go round and round and round all the time. Time to review those and see what you've been missing. What have you learned from those relationships? What haven't you been catching on to? Because now it's time to see those things that you haven't been learning so that you can release them and not have to keep going around and round. This really standing out to me, romanticizing how things used to be. That living in the past, about like better times before, or even with other partnerships, how things were in the beginning, but how they are now. It's really time to take stock in not living in that past of how things were in the beginning, but really taking stock of, it doesn't matter how things were in the beginning. How does something feel right this second? Is living in that how things used to be or how things could be prevents you from living in the reality of what things are. This is really talking about releasing your past hurts, your past idealizations about relationships. Your fear for leadership here, like coming up with a plan. This person very much has a plan. He's carrying it right there. Having a plan for your own life. This is really telling me like fears about you being a true leader or leading your own life. And this is like, yeah, this is just a yes, we're releasing here. Hello, sorry about that. I ran out of storage space on my phone. See, this is Mercury Retrograde stuff. Keep getting distractions going on here. Okay, so we were talking about like this here, this releasing. I mean, this is Spirit's so direct. Yes, we're releasing this stuff so that we can, you know, heal and move forward. Let's find out this loss, this grief that we're releasing. And find out a little bit more about this here. What are we releasing? This grief. Ooh, 7 of Stars. This can be about releasing time involved or the seeds planted with things in our life. Maybe things that haven't worked out like how we were expecting them to. This is, I mean, the time involved in things. We have the Wanderer here. This really talks about, you know, exploring the universe a little bit more. But the loss and grief, this is stuff that has been building up over time. This is long overdue. This is about seeds planted in the past, things that haven't worked out for us, that caused us, you know, emotional pain because they didn't work. It's time to release those. Get one more. 6 of Stars. This is the past. This is the 6 of Cups. Seeds planted from the past. Things that maybe relationships we wanted to get into that didn't work out. They just didn't come together. Things that have caused us great heartache from the past here. This is definitely... And I was reading this 7 of Stars like it was a 7 of Pentacles, like time. This is like illusions. Ooh, this is interesting. So this loss, this grief that we're needing to release from the past was about our illusions of the past. what were we talking about here? This is interesting. So we have the Six of Cups and the Six of Cups and what we're releasing. This is definitely stuff from the past. What we were talking about, it was in the review. I'm not seeing it right now, but yeah. This is what I'm trying, like things from the past that were supposed to be fulfilling, but they turned out to not be fulfilling. Where we had unrealistic expectations of things that caused us, like things that where we had confusion, or the things from the past. I'm sorry, this is Mercury retrograde with my mind right now, trying to put this thought together. So the seeds planted in the past, the things that didn't end up coming together, things that we look, okay, this is the looking back at the past with like the rose-colored glasses. That's what I wanted to say. Those things, this is what we need to release. Like the confusion that we felt over the past, how we looked at the past and thought it was something other than what it was. And that ended up causing us this grief and loss. This is what we need to release. These past heartbreaks, even things that we've put lots of our time and effort into. Anything that's caused us confusion about the past, it's time to release. Yeah, it's time to release. It's done, dead, over. Bring it to a halt so that you can then rebuild something new in your life, something new and better and more stable. The Six of Cups. The Hermit and the King of Swords. So is this children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, return to people or romances from the past, romanticizing how things used to be. Okay, that's what I was looking for, this romanticizing of how things used to be that caused confusion for us. Like when you romanticize something that doesn't necessarily deserve it, that is very confusing. That is putting a veil over what something really is. Like this King of Swords here, this talks about making head over heart decisions, not being stuck in the romanticizing of the past, going within with this Hermit and shining a light on all your stuff, being really honest with yourself, feel the feelings, but making decisions from your head space, knowing how your heart feels, doing what's right for yourself, not reacting because of past hurts. Interesting. So really making head over heart decisions about the illusions from the past, becoming very clear about those illusions by going in with the Hermit here, becoming very clear with yourself about where you created illusions in the past here, and needing to be honest with yourself about it and releasing them. Interesting. Now the Eight of Cups here, releasing things that have been emotionally unfulfilling for you, and being really honest with yourself about those emotional unfulfillments and how you've had a hand in staying emotionally unfulfilled. If you've, this isn't about somebody who didn't give you what you needed and was horrible to you. I mean, it very well could be, but ultimately this is in you. Like if somebody was really horrible to you, then why'd you keep them in your life? What in you said that you couldn't do better? How did you keep yourself emotionally unfulfilled by staying with people that weren't for you or weren't treating you how you deserve to be treated? Like walking away from the emotional unfulfillment brings in a new stable beginning for you. This can even be releasing, like, it definitely has to do with releasing of people here, or in past ideas and damage from your childhood. All those things, and releasing those will help you with your stable beginning and your finances. Interesting. Okay, this lead here, this release, I'm seeing this as fear. Oh, yeah. So I said this is Emperor energy to me for sure. This is somebody who has a plan. This is releasing fears around that. This is the Chariot card here. This talks about, and for me, the Chariot, the Emperor drives the Chariot. This is about leading your own life. This is a very balanced. This is like the masculine and feminine balance, but also your light and dark balance. It's a very balanced Chariot here. That yin yang. Becoming really clear and balanced in your life, and releasing your fears around leading your own life and being in charge in your own life. You know, this manifesting the life you want. When you are leading your own life and you have a plan, that is you manifesting the life you want from a very balanced place, you being in charge, from a place of truth, of inner truth within yourself, and victory, and having the strength to do this for yourself. So this is about releasing the blocks that keep you from being in charge in your own life. Interesting. This Frog Clan here. Cleanse, release, heal. The Sun. Because when you do this, the Sun's the happiest card in the deck. This is about illuminating all these things in your life that you need to release so that you can heal, and it's cleansing out the energy for that new start. So you illuminate what needs to be released, but also by releasing it brings you the happiness into your life that you want. Yeah. What are we releasing, everyone? We are illuminating where our shadows are, and we are releasing our toxic energy. This is, you know, all kinds of things. This is toxic attachments to people, places, things, substances, ways of thinking, which we've talked a lot about here. Yeah, where's that devil energy in your life? And that strength that I was talking about here, this is, when you have the strength card, it implies having strength over your, you know, toxic attachments, your devil energy. This is what we're releasing here. We're illuminating these things with the Sun, and then releasing it to bring happiness into our life. Wow. I think that's very, very fitting. Let's do, let's get an angel number and a crystal card and call this a close. I think this was very interesting. It's very specific about what things we're needing to release. I don't know where my angel numbers went. Oh, there they are. Okay, so let's get angel number. What do we got? I am compassionate. Number 9. It's your compassion that makes you shine. You are devoted to helping the greater good and have a strong talent for speaking up for others. Your soul is most satisfied when you are being of service. You are compassionate. That's lovely. You are intelligent. Number 25. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an intense awareness of the world. You are intelligent and compassionate here. That's beautiful. And what crystal could be helping my lovelies out there right now? Azurite. Ooh, divine guidance. There we go. Azurite, divine guidance, stillness, new connections, and astral travel. So Azurite can help you go through this review, repair, and release process here. This is lovely. I hope this helps someone out there. If it does, please go ahead and smash that thumbs button. Let me know below what you thought the most helpful part was. And if you'd like more content from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm sending so much light and love. Asking you to remember to stay blessed and always love yourself first. Bye.